Hi, I'm Adriana and you're watching the Spiritual Awakening channel with Adriana. Today I would like to talk about the twin flame concept. Before I started to realize that spirituality is not just a word and that we are in fact much more than what I used to believe, I realized that there is a concept of twin flames. I must admit I'm quite a romantical person. I always thought that we all have one soulmate that is like in this old Chinese story. We are connected with a string, and when we are born we are in fact destined for each other. But ever since I discovered the concept of twin flames, I think that there is much more to that than just being a soulmate in this life. So twin flame concept is something that is a very widely spread information, so you can basically look it up and see for yourself. There are lots of videos and lots of literature, lots of articles written about twin flames, lots of books, so there is not certainly lack of resources. What I will tell you is my own story, how I realized that there is a twin flame and what twin flame really means. So basically, twin flame concept is a concept that we all have somebody who is the same soul as we are. Of course, it is not basically the same soul, it is like yin and yang. So one is male, one is female. They're basically just the opposites and they complement each other. And twin flames meet throughout many lives, or so they say. They have always a very turbulent relationship, in the sense that one is a runner, the other one is chaser. They can't really have a normal, proper relationship. So twin flame relationship will never be the one where man and the woman meet and then they live happily ever after. Even twin flames do not have to be in a romantic relationship. They can be even friends, they can be neighbors, they can be whatever. Just twin flame concept is a strange one, and there are phases of the twin flame relationship, and I know it may sound strange, but I'm certain 100% that twin flames do exist, and that most probably we have all been at one point before we were created by a creator, and whoever that creator might be, God, programmer, doing the simulation, whatever, some high civilization that is so advanced that can create consciousness. And this twin flame, we are all basically yin and yang to everything. But we are not complete until we have this opposite. And this is where twin flames come into play. They are never complete without each other, but at the same time, if they are broken, they will never fit to each other. They will never be complete. And so they go, so we might retell this story of Chinese belief that we are all born with a string around our arms, around our hands, and we are connected with the person that is our twin flame. It cannot be that twin flames just have this, like fairy tale wedding, fairy tale life, fairy tale everything, because it would be just too easy. And this is where I think lies the real answer to why twin flames are so complex. Because we need to go out there and we need to have our own lives. We need to find things that excite us. We need to find things that make us sad. We need to find who we really are. We need to find the essence of us. Because we are all born with this stupid thing called ego. And ego tells you that you are this and that you are born with this and that, those characteristics, and you feel that you are very predetermined. You feel like you are something that has to be that way. The problem with ego is that you cannot really be happy until you let go of those preconceived notions that were not basically yours. They were, in a sense, designed by the society, by your parents. For instance, I was born as a girl, and as a girl I was always expected to be good in languages, in math, not so much, because I was a girl. I was expected to be good in dancing, but for instance in crafts and engineering, not so much, because I was a girl. And so my entire life, at least until I realized that those are all just stupid things, I always believed that, okay, so math, I was always very good at math, in fact. But I never dared to dream of becoming an engineer because I was a girl. So I chose a different profession, and I spent lots of years working in a very dead-end job where I was not happy. That job did not bring me any happiness, and it surely did not make me a complete person. It sure did not excite me. Still, ego is also a thing that will definitely be forming lots of your ideas that maybe will not have anything to do with who you really are, but you will start to believe them. For instance, you are born into a white supremacist family and you believe that black people are not as good as you are, and you will start believing that, even though you can be the most open, the most wonderful human being at this planet. You will still believe it because you were taught so. So the ego can also be a good thing, because one day when you start awakening to your true self, you will understand that those are all just things that were taught to you, that you believed, but you will start to recognize those stupidities. You will start to recognize how meaningful all of that is. I have a video about what is the one most important question that you have to ask yourself. And that question, when answered properly, will also lead you to the ego death. It will lead you to the place where you will be able to really find your true self, where you will be able to really find who you truly are. And that question is, are we eternal beings? If we are, then it doesn't really matter how you lead your life. You have to lead your life to be true to yourself, not to be true to who your parents thought you were, not to be true to what society thinks you are. You have to be true to who you really are. And you are an eternal being. So it cannot be wrong, whatever you are. You would like, for instance, to be more athletic, but you're not. And you know yourself that you're not really that athletic. You can try to be more athletic, it will be good for you, but don't blame yourself. You are what you are, and there is nothing wrong about that. So, talking about twin flames again, I believe that twin flames can only come together at the point where they both have gone through the ego death, where they both have realized that we are here in this 3D world just to go through some experiences, to learn some things, to mature, to become us, basically. And if twin flames are at the point where both of them are ready to become who they really are, then they can just fit. Because yin and yang, you've seen it, it's like those two parts and they just perfectly fit. But if one is lopsided and the other is lopsided, then they cannot fit. And this is why twin flames have so many problems during their journey. But that's okay. That's in fact fantastic, because this twin flame relationship that I'm in is completely unbelievable. Trust me. If somebody did a movie about my twin flame and myself, they would say, no, that cannot be true. But the fact is that at some point I was so unhappy about all of that. But now I'm so happy because I know that this twin flame concept is so amazing, and it really is sort of proof that we are eternal beings. So I hope that I did not bore you to death with my twin flame story. I would like to hear your questions, your experiences, and I can talk more about twin flames. Trust me, I can talk so much. But I would not want to bore you. Please leave your comments below and ask questions. I will maybe do some more videos about twin flames. Hope you enjoyed this and have an amazing day. Be like this flower. Know that there is somewhere someone that is your twin flame, and that that person will complete you fully. Not necessarily, it would not necessarily be a lover, it might be somebody else, but there is always somebody out there for us. Thank you so much. Bye.